What's up, guys? All right, so I'm on my way to do the install for the stereo. This is for an S7 with the Bose Stereo. So if you're anything like me, you know, I tested out the Bang Olufsen and just wasn't really impressed. I definitely think that the highs and the mids were way cleaner, but again, it was $5,000. In the car, this car, it had Bose, and if this car would have been sitting on the lot when I was getting it, I would have probably got the B&O, but anyways, it was the Bose. I didn't really see the $5,000 value there. So, and I've seen some guys on Audi Zine. I always say Audi Zine. I don't know actually how it's spelled. It probably is Audi Zine, but anyways, somebody threw something up there last night, and I let everybody know that I was going to be doing this mod. And somebody said about S6. I don't know. I'll look into it. I know this is for, you know, what I'm about to do works for S7, RS7, and A7, and it actually does work with the Bang Olufsen as well. Like my buddy Alan, where I'm going to his house right now, he does have the B&O, and he did replace the sub, and it sounds way better. So what's cool is he's had an A7 with the Bose. He did it there. He did it with his RS7 with the Bose, and now he did it with the B&O in his new 2016 RS7. I'm gonna beg him to let me do a review on that car. I think it's pretty cool actually, because you know, I'm a total noob to Audi. I'm a you know, I've never had a car where I've done so many mods to, and it's just been, you know, it's been really cool to be a part of the community and just figure things out. And what's funny is I put up a video of my car review, and this guy just chimes in and says, yeah, the Bose sucks. I did something for 300 bucks, and it sounds way better. So I'm like, well, what did you do? And he chimed back in and he said, actually, hey, I'm the guy that you were gonna buy an RS7 Valance from. So we started texting and chatting, and then, you know, we went to Fontana Raceway, raced in the quarter mile last week, and now I'm heading up to his house so he can kind of show me his expertise in trying to get this done. And what I'm gonna try to do is detail how we do this, so you know, you guys can do it if you want. Hopefully it sounds as good as I think it's gonna sound, especially for 350 bucks. But without the community that we have, I would have probably just settled for a crappy sound system. You know, because I have obviously the motor with the Rock Euro and the exhaust and stuff. It sounds great, so I would have probably just lived with it. But I'm excited about this, and I think it's really cool that, you know, I can just figure it out, find people who know how to do certain things and hook up with them and do it. So, and you know, Bose is just, I've never been a fan. I've had Infinities before. I don't think the only thing that I think Bose makes good is the over the ear things, and that little mini speaker that you can, you know, take to the beach or whatever. I think that sounds good, but I really feel they don't you know, monitor what goes into cars. And there's just, you know, there's a saying, no highs, no lows, it's got to be Bose. And that's what I feel this is. There's just like no low end bass. Every once in a while there's a track with the right bass frequency and it sounds okay, but it's pretty dreadful, to be honest with you. So if we can do a little tweak here and get some bass going, take the bass out of these speakers and clean them up, I think it could be a good solution. So if you're anything like me, you know, when I was 16 I had a stereo system that was more expensive than my car, but I want to go, I don't want to have, I love my trunk space or hatch space. I don't want to have anything, you know, boxes or anything in there. I want everything to look stock. So that's what my objective here is, to have it sound better, be conscious on price and not have it cost too much, but sound a lot better. So let's see if we can achieve that. Yeah.
Look at that speaker.
Yeah, it's junk.
Like the magnet is like.
Dude, yeah, it's tiny.
And like it's hot.
So, oh, it is hot. Where's the one we're running? Just do them side by side real quick. So, standard Bose. Let's see the magnet. And then what's going in. Look at the magnet difference there. With ample power, it should be great. Okay, so the magnet's a little big for this, which we knew. So we have to heat this up with a heat gun and have this kind of mold a little bit. It's very little difference, but to get it fitted in there properly, we do have to heat it up. Let's talk about it. We're stuffing polyfill in here, like a pound of it. And what does it do?
Basically makes the box seem larger to the speaker than it actually is. So it's like it's a little more. It sounds a lot better with it in here. I tried it both with and without.
With and with, okay.
So, but when I put it in there, I could crank it up even higher. It sounded so good.
Okay, after we heated it up a little bit, through this side with a heat gun, the speaker just fell right in. And then this is what we're looking at here in the stock box. So we're going to maintain everything stock. Look, all's done. Here's this factory Bose box. Speaker wire here. Ran all under here. And then you can see here's the power off the battery, which is right here. Run, and then you have a ground that is grounded right here. And then here's the amp right on top of the Bose amp, so you're not even going to tell anything. Be perfectly stock looking with some extra boom. I took this out so you guys could see how this all is. Again, I don't think I definitely wouldn't have been able to do it myself, but for me, the sound now, so let's say the parts cost me $350, $150 to install. Absolutely, without a doubt, worth $500. Probably the best. Let's call it $500 now. If people are going to have somebody else install it, still probably the best bang for your buck money wise I've done to this car, because I just really didn't like the system at all before. So just kind of keep that in mind. I also, the kit, the links that I provided before didn't have the right kit, so I can include that. You will need speaker wire and RCAs, which I didn't give you guys those links, so I'll do that now. But this is just kind of a look at how it looks. I mean, the car's stock looking, absolutely. There's nothing else taking up any place, but it just sounds that much better. So I know I'm going to probably have a lot of questions. Let me know in the comments, and you know, I'll try to help out as best I can. But at the end of the day, probably the best bang for your buck mod that I've done so far. And we just got Velcro here, and this just sticks up, you know, right here on the amp. Close that, you don't see a thing. A big thanks to Alan. He's on the boards, Quad TT rings, and he stepped up huge. And we did have a couple issues. I actually got a bad amp, and we had to troubleshoot about a lot of stuff. It's pretty rare, but it did happen. And you know, he really helped me out, and it's a cool thing we got here. So at least I could pay it forward and try to make it easier for any of you guys. So again, this is how it looks, right? This is how it looks when you know, we're completely factory, right? So that's all you see when you go in there. You still have all the space, everything, and the sound is that much better.